Credo in Latin means trust and belief, and when I first set the company up, I tried to establish and work out why people used me as opposed to anyone else, and it's because they trusted me to make sure they got the rate they deserved and saved them money, and quickly realised I couldn't do it all by myself. And so I took a partner on board within 6 months, and an associate of probably a year or so after that. And then, like a brick wall, the credit crunch hit us in 2008. And from, I think in November, doing 25 grand in that month, in December we did 6,000. It was a very black few months, and it didn't look like there was light at the end of the tunnel at that stage.
Well, actually, I met Simon at a networking group, and he was advertising his service, talking about the asset finance, and so he was one of another in the room, if you like. And he came across to me and said he wouldn't mind, finding out about coaching. So it went very quickly from just being a casual meet at a networking event to a discussion about his business. He was even at that stage thinking about, does he go back to his home, does he take all his fixed cost out? And we discussed it and said, but actually, what's that going to do to your headspace? How are you going to feel about things? And he'd already given notice on the office. He decided to cancel that and to stay where he was. And that was probably as low as it got. And he was doing revenues of between 6 and 10 grand a month. And this month he's over 70 in one part of his business, and then he's got a second part of his business that's going significantly as well. So it's been a real tale of growth.
Probably within 9 months we were looking to employ again. We were back to the old levels within a year and making big plans for a future.
As with all marketing business growth strategies, we have to start by looking at using the ActionCOACH 5 ways to say where was his average deal value, what do we think we could get that to, what was his average number of transactions, who were his regular transaction people, what were they like, and how did he go and get more of them. So we're very much focused on looking for more repeat transaction customers, but also making sure that anybody who he transacted with the first time, we're thinking about coming back the next time. So using the numbers and actually setting up really good, he's got very strong management information now, which gets published and reviewed on a monthly basis to really help to decide where to go next.
So since working with Roger, we've seen some great growth in our brokerage. In that first year after working with Roger, we might have lent £7 or £8 million, I think, as a brokerage. That's arranging finance for our customers to that tune. We saw that expand to about 11 million the following year, 15 million, 18 million, 23 million, 28 million this year. Our budget is to hit 33 million in the next 12 months, moving that up to 38 million, 45 million, and then within 5 years, 55 million pounds brokered business. And the lovely thing that we've seen as well is running and growing our finance book alongside the brokerage. And we've seen our finance book grow from 400,000, where it probably remained for the first 2 or 3 years of Credo Capital Finance existence, to now having a £2 million book.
The passive income that comes from the interest on the capital finance is classic ActionCOACH stuff. Brad Shutters has always talked about creating passive income, do the work once and get paid for it forever. And that is really what Simon's built. And it's only in the last 3 or 4 months that the monthly profits from that have actually exceeded at times the profits from the brokerage. And yet all the focus has always been right over the 6 years on the brokerage, and now the passive side is exceeding that. So that is a great source of satisfaction for me to see within the business.
It is money well spent, whichever way you look at it. You can't look at it as a cash sum. You've got to look at it as a growth you get, and the growth in profitability and business value. And on that base, it's amazing value for money. The way staff have grown, the way I've grown, again, you can't put a value on that. And the business has grown exponentially, from being worth nothing in March 2009 to what we put a value on, probably £5 million maybe today. It's a no-brainer, isn't it?